first we're going to look at advanced options for modeling, and we're going to do that in this Nearpod that I've already created. So our advanced options for modeling. We can model on a Draw It with a shared screen. So this doesn't involve any web content embedding. It's a simple way to do it. We create a Draw It, and then we make sure that we open this link. So we would get the link, copy it, and open it in another tab, which I've already done. Keep that tab open. And that way you can say, watch my Zoom screen. I'm going to share my Zoom screen here, and I'm going to model my annotations. And then you can model for them, and they're watching your Zoom screen. So the good thing is you can show them exactly what you're asking them to do on your Zoom screen. The bad thing is that they have to look at two different screens. They have to look over at your Zoom screen. You have to share your screen so you can't see as many students. So that's one way that we can do it. We can model it on a Draw It and share our screen so that they can see the Draw It that they're working on. But the other ways involve embedding something. So this way, I embedded a Google Draw, and here I don't have to share my screen. I can model right on here. I can model with the text. So I can say, here's one dog, here's another dog, another dog. I can do it that way, or I also made these manipulatives, one dog, two dogs, three dogs, these counters, and I can model. Kids are seeing this exact thing on their Nearpod, and I can move things around in real time and draw in real time by embedding a draw. So this is a Google Draw slide. Here's the Google Draw slide. It's a Google Draw slide that's embedded in the Nearpod so that they're seeing that. You never have to share your screen. The next one is an example of embedding a Google Doc. So same thing, you never have to share your screen, but you can start to model how you write your thesis statement, for example. Cisneros reveals the perspective by, and you can model for them in your Google Doc. They'll see what you're writing as you write it. You don't have to share a screen. They'll see it in their Nearpod. This would be one where you would choose share view only. Anyone with the link can view, because that way they can see you modeling, but they're not going to be able to jump into that Google Doc and write on it. This one you could do that way, or you could choose share, anyone with the link can edit, and then you can say, Jonathan, can you show me how you would represent two more? And then Jonathan can actually, in his Nearpod, without opening anything else up, he can also move these things around. He can also draw on this page because I made the sharing permissions. Anyone can edit. So we can embed a draw. We can embed a doc. This is a Jamboard. We can also embed a Jamboard. The downside of a Jamboard is it will pop out like this. But as soon as I move on to the next screen, that Jamboard, as soon as I move on in my Nearpod, that Jamboard will go away. That pop-out box will go away for the student. So it's not actually adding another tab or another window. It's just there while we were on this slide. The upside of the Jamboard is the drawing tool works much better than the drawing tool in Google Draw. So I can draw much more easily. I can show a representation of 2.25. I can put in this background. I can model here, and I can also have kids draw on this if I want them to. But the Jamboard Draw It tool is a better drawing tool than the Google Draw. So that's another one. And then, like I said, when I move forward from that, that pop-up that they saw on their end, on the kids' end, will go away. So those were some of our options for modeling. We can embed a Google Draw. We can embed a Google slide, a Google